halftime here in Houston. Monterrey and the Hotshots title game, or game 2. They hope it's the title if you're a Monterrey fan. And here's a look at the stats. Shots, Houston has outshot Monterrey 20-16. Salas has made 10-6 to 6 for Waldorf, 10 saves, I should say. And blocks are even. And we've had a few penalties tonight, which were not much of a factor down in Monterrey in game 1. And we're underway with the second half here at the Summit. Monterrey and Houston tied at 4. Monterrey keeper Salas knocks it out to the other end. Dougherty brings it back. Beto brings it off the side to Joko. And a skirmish in the wall there. Bill and Glenn Davis with you. Game 2, it's a best of 3 in the championship series. Monterrey won the opener, 10-6 at Monterrey. Joko shot and a goal! And Houston has taken its first lead of the night.
Let's take a look at this. There's nothing like a good start to the second half. Left-footed blast from the Montenegro international indoor player. And Joko on a sprint. Celebrating that goal. Here he is. He pushes it into his left foot. Beats Raul Salas, and you can't ask for a better start to a second half. And Joko with a very unique way of celebrating this as he starts to perform a striptease, Bill.
Thought he was going to do a tattoo number there, and his first goal of the playoffs, not just the series. Boy. And what a time to pick it as Houston takes the lead.
Well, he's the kind of guy who's not hesitant at running defenders. He loves to get forward, and he hasn't been cashing in on all those runs forward, so it's good to see him put one in the back of the net, and for him, that could get him some confidence.
And Monterrey will probably try to hold on to the ball a little bit here as this crowd gassed up again here at the Summit.
Houston, no doubt, trying to force the issue against LaRaZa here in the Summit, far more as opposed down in Monterrey.
An out sellout crowd here tonight, and when the fans that were out in the lobby area getting something to drink at the half heard that roar, they came running back to their seats. Second half underway. Beto wants to give them more. Knocked off the ball that time by Alejandro Cardenas, and it goes the other way. Here's Octavio Perez.
And this is going up and down now. This game's stretched out, so we're seeing some 2-on-1s created here. It's interesting, Bill, how the rhythm of this game changes. You know, at times it's slowed down, it's a little more methodical, and all of a sudden there's a brief flurry of attacks going both ways, and the players get stretched out between the two red lines.
Eric Geyer, he has a right to be unhappy with the officials because he officiated 1 year.
Well, yeah, I guess he feels he has.
How many coaches can make that claim? Hey, I've done what you've done. I know what's a foul, what's not.
Well, again, you got to remember there's a lot of gray area in officiating, and it's objective. It's one person's opinion.
12:48 remaining. Folks now take a seat in the third quarter after the goal by Joko to get it going. Another shot just hit the far post.
Boy, Bandovich just flips that ball and with a toe poke and hits the far post.
Pedroso drops it off, and the shot by Castellan. The follow, can't get it to go. Britton settles, brings it back out to Young. He slammed one home earlier tonight.
Boy, and a big goal it was. It was a breathtaking goal to tie it up at 4, and Houston really has come out here really pressuring and really trying to take this game to LaRaZa at this stage.
Yeah, Houston pressuring but under control. It's not the frenzy that we saw early where Houston made a couple of mistakes and Monterrey really made him pay for it in the first part of this contest.
Well, interestingly enough, too, the third quarter has been a very good one for Monterrey, and generally is not a good one for Houston, although their third quarter down in Monterrey Tech in the first game of the series was good. So interesting contrast going on.
Now, Monterrey in the playoffs has outscored their opponents 20-6 in the third period. Cardenas out of play.
And Houston shut them out in the third period down in Monterrey Tech, so very interesting.
3:52 remaining, third quarter. Looked upstairs, thought I had the Hotshot marching band here tonight. Well, this franchise has really made some strides.
Boy, people hanging from the rafters in this building.
Enjoying and have been treated to a whale of a contest. Martinez and Bandovich.
Boy, two of the top players in the league there. Martinez, tremendous defender. A little bit unnerved tonight, though. I think he really hasn't dominated like he did down in Monterrey in the first game of the series. Bandovich has scored a goal and come to life a little bit here, which is good news for Houston, as he's really not contributed much in the last two series.
Salas knocks it back out. Flores, Cantu. Now Flores. Moves it off for Perez. Free kick coming up. Opportunity for LaRaZa. Martinez with the big left foot, and he hammers it. Pereira trying to knock it in. It's put back out, but still in control by Monterrey. LaRaZa down for the first time tonight, 5-4. Pereira sets it back up. Perez misses with a big boot. Back in Pereira, Young just hugging him.
Pereira's doing a good job in the middle there, trying to get the ball at his feet. Very important to penetrate central there, and then knocking the ball back, which just missed for LaRaZa. But a big battle going on with Gary Young.
Dougherty got the assist on Joko's goal. Dougherty's second assist, and set a franchise record for assists in the regular season this year. Dougherty's also got a goal to go along with those two assists. 5-4 Houston. Monterrey, another opportunity to not adhere, though. Martinez comes over to make the complaint known. Anoni visits with the official.
And many times talking to the official, trying to draw the attention of hotshot defenders.
Martinez just missed again. The follow does it. Flores, his second goal of the night, and we're tied again.
And a lot of times that talk on free kicks is to try and take some defenders' concentration away, and Monterrey cashes in off the free kick, and they celebrate in front of a large contingent of Monterrey fans. Let's see it again here. A quick touch to Martinez, left-footed ball off the boards. Britton can't get it cleared, knocks it directly back to De La Garza, and De La Garza finishes it off. It's a bad clear here by Britton, and unfortunately it goes to an unmarked De La Garza, and he evens the score. I checked that, I think they signed before it.
10:33 remaining in the third period, and it's 5-5 now. We had 6 goals scored in the first quarter, 2 goals in the second, and then bang. 2 goals to start the third, and we're even at 5 with 10:31 to go in the third period. Out of play, and deflected, though, by Monterrey. It'll come back to the Hotshots. They'll get a corner kick now with Beto over there. He's joined by Harley, Joko, Dougherty. Tried to be chipped across. Joko runs it down after it came off of Gonzalez. CISL, the other Houston player. Gonzalez will come off for Monterrey as Cantu comes on. De La Garza also out there, and Correa. Cardenas.
Ziad Allen's still trying to get on track for Houston, and Monterrey doing a real good job of defending him. They are just so skilled and so quick and so tough.
Allen battling, and tough for Allen too, who missed the opening game. And then there's been 6 days since that game, so he's had a lot of time off without serious, intense action.
Yep.
See if the second half he can gear it up a little bit more and get more into the rhythm what the Hotshots are trying to accomplish.
Well, you might think as the game goes longer, as Joko puts that one over the glass, you might think as the game goes on that Allen may get a little bit sharper. I noticed that he's dribbling a lot with his head down. He's not getting his head up quick enough, and he's getting close down so quickly that he's having a real hard time shaking defenders.
9:36 to go, third period, 5-5, game 2. Monterrey wins it all if they get a victory here tonight. Houston trying to get a trip back to Mexico. Free kick for LaRaZa. Quickly, Zizinho shot. Goal. Did they start too quickly? Yes. It's not going to count. Eric Geyer not happy about that at all.
Boy, Eric Geyer not seeming too happy about that because he believes that the free kick was taken, and because of their quick speed of thought, they deserve the goal. But going to be called back, so Houston gets a break there. But you got to watch them on free kicks. They get the ball back into play so quickly.
Cantu, long ball looking for Zizinho. That goal is wiped off. It stays tied at 5. Cardenas with it out front now for Monterrey. Flores, the only player to score 2 goals in this game tonight. Houston trying to extend its dream season to another night. The Hotshots 7-21 in '94, 8-20 last season before turning around at 18-10 to tie this LaRaZa team for the East Division title. Waldorf reaches over Zizinho and makes the grab.
Provided good concentration there. Some body contact made by Zizinho, but not enough to take his concentration off the ball.
Cantu knocks it back, and then foul called on Beto. He came over the back that time of Alejandro Cardenas. Monterrey will get it back even at 5. 8:26 the clock reads here in the third. Bill Land and Glenn Davis with you. Salas, long ball off the glass. Zizinho, marked by Harley, brings it back out on the wing. Castellan against Flores. Cantu, and Waldorf had to wait just a moment before he could pick it up. Wheels it out, but it's flicked off the head that time of Cantu, and Salas the other way for Monterrey, and we've reached another lull in this one.
Well, what a luxury Monterrey has, just knocking the ball in the corners off the glass to Zizinho, who uses his body very similar to his brother Beto, and holding the ball and giving people time to get up and support.
Hard shot by Britton from near the red line that almost found the net. Dougherty back to Britton. Mike Britton. This one blocked by LaRaZa. Zizinho comes up with it for Monterrey. 7.5 to go in the third. 5-5 our score. Gary Young with it for Houston. And it'll go back the other way, LaRaZa.
And look who was on the receiving end of that ball from Zizinho was Hanoni Martinez coming up out of the back. As you see Gary Young there.
Back out to Dougherty.
Correction, foul number 3 on the last foul.
Correa. And bringing it back down now to Pereira. Pedrosa comes to help out, gets him Nebo Bandovich. Nebo Bandovich knocked off that time by Martinez, and Monterrey regains control.
Well, look at Correa taking off here, knocking that ball in behind Houston's defense.
Nice pass by Britton to himself. And now Young battling. Back out front, it comes to Gianpaolo Pedroso. Martinez trying to mark him. Pedroso back to Bandovich. He's got Dougherty on the near side, and then Joko coming on here. Bandovich trying to turn, brings it back out to Young. 6:10 remaining in the third. 5-5 to score. Gary Young with it. Joko. Well, Glenn, you just get the feeling someone gets one here. We're going to see another little streak. This one's got too quiet. Joko. Salas picks it up.
Pedroso, again, is somebody Houston's got to try and get into this game because he's really been such a force for them in the playoffs, but he's been pretty silent tonight. And I think the job Monterrey has done on Pedroso and Ziad Allen has been very good.
Yeah, Pedroso had a career year, 32 goals, 18 assists, and 50 points in the regular season, all best numbers for Giampaolo. And in the playoffs, he's picked up with 9 points total, but they're kind of quiet tonight. Beto gets it back. 5-minute mark of the third period. Pedroso's got an assist tonight. The goals for Houston: Beto, Dougherty, Bandovich, Young, and Joko. For Monterrey, Flores has got the last two. Lopez de Castro, Correa, and Carrera have scored for LaRaZa. Zizinho with Joko on him. Back out to Cardenas. Yeah, the fans just itching for that next score.
And Monterrey really is kind of taking the crowd out of it a little bit.
Although they've got a pretty good contingent here.
They got a great bit of support here tonight. Every time they score, they run over to a section of their fans. So the support for LaRaZa in force here in the Summit, but you really have to compliment their strength mentally as a team because they don't waver emotionally. They just stay strong. They don't get unnerved by anything. And that's a sign of a top team.
Yeah, playing in front of the biggest crowd in Houston history, one of the biggest in league history, and you'd think there's 3,000 people here at this moment. Cardenas knocked off and taken away. Ziad Allen with the fake. Try to get it back off the boards, cannot, and Monterrey again control with 3:40 remaining in the third.
Haven't seen any of Sean Blakeman too much after that penalty that he took early on.
Good point. He played quite a bit earlier. Foul on Cantu. He went to the box, and that's been it. Cardenas chips it looking for Zizinho. Headed back out by Houston. Now here come the Hotshots trying to counter. Foul is called as Castellan goes down. And Lopez de Castro.
But you see Lopez de Castro there, that really illustrates how quickly this team is in transition. You really thought that was going to break out and be a Houston hotshot 2-on-1 or a 3-on-2. And look how quick they get back the challenge.
Ziad Allen wanted it. Got it blocked that time by Cardenas. I think, Glenn, that might have something to do with, because they play their games on such a short field, that they know you cannot even hesitate. You must get back in a moment, particularly in their place. And it certainly benefits them when they play that way and you're just in that mode of thinking of any time the other team gets the ball down at Monterrey, it's a scoring opportunity.
Well, there's no doubt it's a bigger adjustment for teams coming into Monterrey as opposed to Monterrey going on the road here. I mean, that's been proven, and you can see it here illustrated tonight. Now we see a look at Otto Leon on for the first time, and he's been a great late season signing for Houston. Has done really well in the playoffs, especially against San Diego.
Yeah, Leon is a fella that just played in the last regular season game, and then in the playoffs, been outstanding. Leon with 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points in the postseason. Young trying to win possession. 2:18 to go in the third. It's 5-5, game 2 of the CISL Championship Series. Out of play and a timeout is called. We'll take a break. Stay with us from here in Houston. visiting with his club, fighting for survival. 5-5, third quarter, 2:14 to go. Bill and Glenn Davis with you. If Houston should win this game tonight, that would force a third and final game in this championship series that would be played tomorrow night. Check your local listings for the regional sports network in your part of the country to find out about the airtime. Because if it goes back down to Monterrey, it will be something to see if Monterrey can pull off back-to-back titles. Monterrey. They were down 5-4. The only time they trailed in the game was when Joko scored 39 seconds into the second half. Flores countered, though, at 4:21 in to even it up at 5. That's been it here in the second half so far. Perez. Dougherty. Well, the longer you go in between goals, Glenn, the more anticipation for the next one.
Well, and that makes it an even bigger goal emotionally when it finally does come.
Correa, shot knocked away by Waldorf. Back out to Perez. Pereira, Dougherty clears it. Foul called, it'll go back to the Houston Hotshots. Tavio Perez, and 1:28 to go in the third.
Monterrey with a good bit of possession right there, and Houston's got to try and get more of this ball here. Change things around and make LaRaZa defend a little bit. One way you play against a team that's so skillful is to try and keep the ball against them some, so that they don't have it as much. And this is the arena to do it in for Houston, because they know if they go back to Monterrey Tech, they will not have as much of the ball.
Pedroso chips it on over to Beto, trying to win it back. Foul called, and Houston free kick. Foul on Marco Correa. And the Hotshots will have it just outside the red line. Britton. He's got Beto and Pedroso down low. Britton back to Dougherty. Off Pedroso, Pereira. And Perez. Back to Pereira. Waldorf comes out. Shot off the post. Britton hustling over. Dougherty. Back to Pedroso. And Houston will try to counter now. 5-5 inside the final minute of the third period.
There's a lot happening off the ball right now. A lot of players colliding and getting involved physically off the ball right now. And the referee has failed to see it on 2 or 3 occasions as players from both teams tumble into the turf.
23 seconds go in the period. Dougherty brought it back behind Pedroso. Looks to Leon, and then instead fires, and it ricochets all the way down to the other end. Zizinho called for the foul with 12.3 seconds to go in the third. 5-5 the count.
That was a dangerous deflection. Went all the way to Young. Young pressured by Zizinho, but Young used his body well to draw the foul.
Waldorf and Houston. One more rip at it, maybe. Leon. And he's marked officially by Cantu. And that ends the third period. 5-5 through 3. Each team getting a goal in the period. Houston a short-lived lead. Now it's tied at 5. Monterrey and the Hotshots. We're back with more of the fourth period coming up. live as we prepare for the fourth quarter here in Houston. Monterrey leading the series 1-0. Tied at 5 here. Bill Lamb and Glenn Davis with you. And a third period that saw a quick start and then kind of a lull and then a little rush at the end.
Well, let's watch here the transitional play of LaRaZa. This is a team that transitionally is better than any in the league. And look at them getting players forward of the ball here through David Pereira off that break. And Pereira just shooting wide of Waldorf, and Houston avoids a bullet there. But they are so quick transitionally under Eric Geyer that when you lose a ball, your thought process has to be so quick to get behind the ball and pressure the ball to prevent them from breaking out so quickly.
Eric Geyer, who's taken his team to a league record 12 wins in postseason play, would like number 13. Moved by Gordon Jago. Let's take a look at the third quarter stats. 27-20 shots in favor of Houston. Saves, more for Salas, you might expect. And power plays. Neither team has scored in the power play, but it has had an effect on the game, I think, with the early action that we have.
Well, we're in a position where we thought we may be. Coming into this building tonight, we would think that this game would be very close coming into the last period. So LaRaZa positioned where they'd want to be on the road, and Houston now got to stave off elimination here by trying to pull this one out in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be Beto, Allen, Joko, Harley, and Dougherty in front of Waldorf for Houston. And Geronimo comes on for the first time for Monterrey, or first time that I recall, and Flores, as well as De La Garza.
That's interesting. Geronimo has played for LaRaZa, he comes from the Mexico Toros, and is a quality player. And last year for Mexico, gave Houston some very tough nights in here. So there's some fresh legs on. We'll see if that has any effect on this game.
Dougherty knocked down that time by Gonzalez, and there is Samuel Geronimo. Now quickly running on is Francisco De La Garza. De La Garza against Waldorf, one-on-one shot, and a nice parry save. Right back to Monterrey, though, and then the back kick to Flores, looking for the hat trick. He's already got a pair. Flores flips it, knocked away by Houston.
Boy, what a huge save by Waldorf right there. That is a huge save coming out here.
De La Garza will not get a better opportunity. 5-5 it stays, 1:04 into the fourth. Monterrey reorganizes, and here comes LaRaZa again.
You see him again breaking out. Castellan getting back now, and what you got to do is slow the ball down so you get numbers behind the ball. You don't want to run shoulder to shoulder with people. You want to get completely behind the ball just to slow people down so you can get support defensively.
Allen taken down. It's gotten a little physical here at the start of the fourth period. Ball inside. Waldorf took it, bobbling around as it was last hit by Flores again.
Boy, Flores knifed in there and nearly got a foot on that ball, redirected it by Waldorf.
Knocked away by Monterrey.
We see this game opening it up a little bit here now as Blakeman gets on for the first time in a while.
Waldorf back out to Young. 12:50 remaining in the game. 5-5. Allen. Pereira.
Come on, put your hands together now.
Lopez de Castro. He's got a goal tonight. Pereira.
Let's not forget Marco Lopez not playing. He was the leading scorer in the playoffs coming into this series, so that's a huge miss for LaRaZa.
Knocked away that time by Castellan, right back to Salas. Off the boards. Young with it for the Hotshots. 11:56 and counting. Here's Houston trying to break the tie. Young looking for Castellan, and Salas is there.
The next goal could really kind of help a team taste either a championship in LaRaZa's case, and in Houston's case, an opportunity of ending this game with a victory tonight and forcing the third game.
And we've not had a goal for 15 minutes. We'll take a break with it 5-5 and 11:29 to go. Hotshots and LaRaZa even at 5. Fourth quarter, 11:29 remaining. Bill Land and Glenn Davis with you as Monterrey trying to get a back-to-back title situation here resolved tonight. Houston trying to stretch it to a third and final game in Monterrey tomorrow. Hotshots have led just once. Here's Sean Blakeman rushing on towards Salas. His long one nearly out of play at the top of the glass. Britton back to Pedroso. Harley. Well, Blakeman's got to be fresh, Glenn, as little as he's played after that early knockdown of Cantu, and Blakeman comes right back off. Beto on for the Hotshots. He's kind of seen both coaches wanting to give their key players a little extra breather here before the final stretch. Doherty.
Boy, Pedroso really having a hard time coming back to the ball and getting any balls at his feet, and that's something he likes. And I don't know, Monterrey defenders getting in front of him. He's not doing a good enough job checking back to the ball because that's where he needs it. He plays very well with his back to people.
Salas, back at it comes to Cardenas. High ball near midfield.
But in saying that, there are no set of quicker defenders in this league than the LaRaZa ones.
Doherty, runner-up to the Player of the Year award this year. Tattoo again nailed that from Dallas. Doherty, a terrific season in taking Houston from the basement to the top. Harley brings it back, just missing Allen in the middle.
Fabulous run by Damian Harley out of the back, though, and got a quality ball into Ziad Allen there, as Allen beat a LaRaZa defender into the arc, but a great run and a timely one by Houston defender Damian Harley.
Official attendance tonight, 14,553. League, whether a Houston record, and they're seeing a heck of a game that no one can take the edge right now, though. It's 5-5. We've gone over 15 minutes without a goal. Doherty couldn't get it all. Headed back by Beto. Joko. Harley. Just missing off the crossbar. Ziad Allen tried to deflect it in.
My God, Ziad Allen on the goal line somehow redirects it off the glass.
Britton will try to run it down. Heads it back to Waldorf and had to be careful there.
But a composed play by Britton and using his goalkeeper there off his head.
9:01 remaining. Let's take a look at that last sequence here.
Let's see, here's Joko running parallel across the red line here. Slides it to Harley. Harley hits a blast, and it was a little behind Allen, and he got underneath it, and off the top of the glass it went. Great opportunity for Houston, though.
Boy, Allen would like another shot at that. Ziad Allen. He had 4 goals against San Diego in that series.
Well, he was playing like a man possessed. It was such a shame that he was not allowed to go down to Monterrey and play in that key series.
Well, in fact, I guess he had 4 in the clincher. In the clincher against San Diego, he had 4 goals.
Warren was really playing on a different level than every player on this field that night.
5-5, 8:40 remaining in the game. Houston and Monterrey. Well, I guess it figures they tied for the Eastern Division at 18-10, and they're tied right here tonight. Waldorf.
I mean, that's a tough ball for a goalkeeper coming off your line, because you got to make a judgment call as to whether you can play it with your hands, and at the last minute Waldorf has to go with the head. It's kind of a tough position to be heading a ball away, and you got to use the glass. Then you got to hope your defenders get on the end of the ball you head away.
And it deflects poorly off the glass. It's right back in your face. Free kick for Monterrey. Fans got all heated up for nothing that time, though. As the big foot of Alejandro Cardenas puts it up in the stands, and Eric Geyer looking on.
The longer this goes, the more important this next goal becomes, as you've seen a very concerned Eric Iyer. He's really toned his act down quite a bit this year, though, Bill. I mean, I don't know. I want to see him get fired up like he used to last year.
Yeah, he's still very animated, but you're right.
Is he maturing with age?
I guess you win a title, you just mellow out a little bit. All you got to do is talk to this guy, and you see the passion that he has for the game and his club.
It bleeds out of his eyes, you know. I mean, it's just incredible, the intensity and the professionalism of that man.
Laid back is not a term you would use to describe Mr. Geyer. And Young, a little bit high.
Last two free kicks have been balls that have been hit way over the top right now.
They're going for field goals instead of goals. 5-5, 8:14 remaining. Salas, the throw. Leon, back to Castellan. Pedroso.
There's Pedroso's work there. Finally gets the ball on his feet and hits a runner with that ball, and that's what Pedroso needs to do more of, is check back to the ball and hit players running off it.
Damian Harley, Cartrell Castellan, Leon and Pedroso in and out of the box. Back out to Britton. Pedroso knocked off by Flores and then taken that time by Cardenas rather.
Had a hard time with the physical play there, and Pedroso not strong enough to hold that ball that time.
Pereira to Flores. Flores got by Waldorf, but rebounded off to Britton. Mike Britton, a little bit too hard, comes back out to Monterrey. 7:25 to go. We're halfway through the fourth period. Castellan. There's it back out, and Salas. Communication there. Leon was waiting for a mistake. Dougherty comes out of the box, and quickly they bring it back to Salas for LaRaZa. Guerrero. Both teams just, how much longer do we go before?
Well, you can cut the tension in here with a knife right now. Everybody's kind of slowed down. And just
Waldorf had trouble misjudging this. Pereira went up for the header and missed.
He had to make a reaction save there. He might have been screened on that, with the bodies jumping for the ball in the air in front of him.
Dougherty brings it back out, but it goes to Pereira. LaRaZa and Houston 5-5. Last goal was scored 4:21 into the third period by Flores to tie it up for LaRaZa. We have 6:17 to go in the game. So we've gone better than 8.5 minutes of this period and 10.5 of the last.
Boy, Britton had Leon down the line, but couldn't get him the ball. This may backfire on Houston.
Perez got a touch. Harley. And now Leon. It'll be Houston possession.
This is the kind of game that can come down to one ball.
We'll take a brief break. Stay with us. We're deadlocked at 5 in Houston. This game had an ugly start, and for Houston, it almost had an ugly finish, Glenn.
Well, there's strange goals that are scored indoors. Let's watch this. Raul Salas lofting a long ball the length of the floor, and you'll see Pereira and a Houston defender go up here, and it almost fools Waldorf, who has to come up big with his feet, as all the bodies go up and don't make any contact with the ball. So a good reaction save there by Waldorf, but goals are strange in this game.
And Terry Waldorf with 10 saves to 11 for Salas of Monterrey. Two of the top keepers in the league, as you would figure. And I'll tell you what, you got to hand it to the Hotshot management. They've done everything they can to fire this crowd up. Now they're saying, all right, it's up to you boys. 14,553 here. The Hotshots in Monterrey, 5-5 with 5:43 to go. Beto to Nebo Bandovic. And quickly, Geronimo jumped in front. Dougherty to Young. He's got a goal tonight. Looking to Joko. And those players on the field all have scored tonight for Houston. Joko, Bandovic, Dougherty, Beto. Punched out by a flying Salas. Joko. Geronimo back to Joko of Houston.
That's a good ball under pressure there. And look at the control by DeSantos as he tries to roll it with his heel to Dougherty.
Dougherty to Beto. Beto got double teamed and lost it. Cantu for LaRaZa. Inside 5 minutes remain. 5-5. Correa for LaRaZa. Off the boards, rushing on Geronimo. And then to follow that time and headed out by Dougherty after the shot by De La Garza. And then another volley comes in, and that one hit by Correa.
Boy, a spectacular barrage of shots here. Bicycle kicks, side volleys. Boy, Geronimo.
And without a break, now a whistle. It's on De La Garza, Francisco De La Garza, graduate of the University of Monterrey. And Eric Geyer, I don't know, you must put new batteries in those guys during that brief break.
Well, it's interesting. They see a team under pressure, and it only heightens their desire to want to score.
The defending champion trying to repeat. Houston, the upstart, trying to stretch this series to one more game at Monterrey. Salas nearly misplayed that ball. And here's Castellan for the Hotshots. Blakeman can't come up with it. The other way, Flores. He's got a pair tonight. Jaime Flores with a shot and a shot. Oh, mama, hold on.
What a tremendous left-handed save by Waldorf to pick that one out of the corner.
Inside 4 minutes to go, and Monterrey putting fuel on the fire here, trying to punch one in. Zizinho goes down. Cleared away by Joko, but right back to LaRaZa. Blakeman left puts it out. Here's Salas.
Hotshots need to get a change, and they do. Britton getting on for Joko.
Monterrey playing almost as if they have a sixth attacker right now. It has just been complete control the last minute or so.
Well, they made it very public that they wanted to end this series in 2.
3:12 remaining in the game. Zizinho, Young battling for it. Young got away with a little push that time. And he goes down. Here's Blakeman trying to settle for Houston. Brings it back to Mike Britton. 2:58 to go. 5-5. Game 2. Monterrey needs a goal to end it. Houston trying to get one and keep it going. Pedroso flying into the net without the ball. Pedroso again. Shot and a knockdown by Salas. Gianpaolo Pedroso. Running it down to be Harley, and now it's Houston that's on a frenzy, and Waldorf off the board. Got it himself. Clears it out. He couldn't get too fancy there. Martinez and Pedroso. Headed back. Touchdown by Salas over Blakeman. 2:13. Challenge by Cardenas.
Oh, a great piece of work by Britton there. Unfortunately, the speed of Britton there.
Here's Dougherty coming on. 1:58 remaining. We're tied at 5. Nebo Bandovic. Crowd of 14,553 all on its feet. Paul Dougherty bringing it. Dougherty with a shot. The follow. Bandovic could not get a touch on it.
Boy, and what a courageous effort here by both these teams. Houston putting a barrage of efforts, and they're just nearly getting the 6th goal.
Free kick coming up for Monterrey. 1:37 remaining. 5-5. In the corner, Ferreira. Bouncing around, Waldorf has to stay back on the line. Ferreira again. Ian Harley. Leon helps out a bit. It comes back out to Cantu as we hit the 1:18 mark. Dougherty, Leon. Paul Dougherty. Here comes Houston. 1:08 remaining. Britt. Vanovich. And he lost it. Now Monterrey. Hard shot from out near midfield by Martinez. Let's take a quick break. Terry Waldorf gets set for the final 54 seconds of regulation. 5-5, Houston and Monterrey. Bill Land and Glenn Davis with you. Monterrey needing a goal to end the series and win back-to-back titles for the first time in the CISL annals. Houston trying to move into a game 3. Pedroso and Leon. Salas trying to get in there. It'll be a Houston free kick. Houston free kick.
Yeah, they're claiming a handball, I believe, on Cardenas when he went down.
Look at this sticky situation for LaRaZa. And a timeout has been called, I believe, by Monterrey. Eric Geyer, not happy at all with the call. Very difficult. I don't know if we have any angle to see exactly whether or not the player touched it with his hand or not. There were so many bodies hovering over the ball. Let's take a look here.
Let's see this. Here's Cardenas getting pressured by Pedroso. The ball goes down. Yeah, there's the handball with the right hand, I believe, of Cardenas. And that's what gets Houston the call. And this is a dangerous set piece with 43 seconds left. Trevor Dawkins obviously is going to put some sort of set piece together here.
Eric Geyer's got his troops ready. Geyer, 102-65 in his 4th year coaching Monterrey regular season-wise. 12-5 in playoff games. And Monterrey will put their defense out as Houston comes out with Allen, Dougherty, Pedroso, Harley, and Joko for the Hotshots.
This crowd is on its feet right now, and how dangerous set pieces are in the indoor game and free kicks. So
Hotshots to take the free kick just outside the arc. CISL tried to get it through to Harley. Allen got another touch, still alive. Pedroso off the board. Joko. Monterrey trying desperately to clear. Joko battling for it. Across the middle, shot. Goal, hold it, hold it. It's gonna be waved off. It'll be waved off. A whistle before the pass, I believe, Glenn.
Boy, and this place is on its feet. Look at Eric Geyer there. A hotshot seemingly had won the game, or at least scored the 6th goal there with 30.6 seconds left.
Now, Houston with a free kick from the left side.
I don't wonder why it was called, because if there was an advantage there, you would have let it play on.
I think there was certainly a whistle. Cian Allen puts it in the middle, and Monterrey will clear, or will they? 26 seconds to go, and it goes out of play. And again, Houston ball.
Boy, and that was a dangerous free kick. It set a counterattack going the other way.
Damian Harley. Harley taken down. 16 seconds to go. Free kick. And Houston. 16.1 seconds to go. Tied at 5. Harley trying to get a touch on it. Battling, players sprawling again. This time the foul called on the Hotshots, and Monterrey will get it with 12 seconds remaining. Waldorf quickly retreats into the Houston net. Pereira can't come to it, his long ball, and Waldorf will throw it out with 4 seconds. And we will have overtime, it would appear, as Salas knocks it clear. What a wild one here in Houston. 6 goals scored in the first quarter. None scored in the 4th period. And we will go to sudden death overtime, biting the bullet. Oh, it's a pen. Trevor Dawkins will be back at the Summit. We do?
I believe so. So I'm not going to say anything.
Five, Monterrey and Houston. We go to a sudden death overtime period now. It'll be a 10-minute duration. First team to score, game over. Here's the key play, though, inside the final 40 seconds.
What a look here from Waldorf's perspective, and what a great save with the left hand there. And I believe that was on Jaime Flores, who's been a thorn in Houston's side all night long with that left foot. That kept him in.
Where was the whistle call? And I jumped the gun there a moment, but that was inside the final 40 seconds when the whistle was clearly blown. And as you mentioned, though, what you have to question if you're a Hotshot fan or Trevor Dawkins just saying, well, if we had the advantage, whistle shouldn't have been blown. Maybe he looked at it as a 50-50 type situation.
Well, and that's the call there. If Houston was in an advantageous position at that point, don't blow the whistle. And Houston scored off that sequence, so that could be something important in the end. Here's Harley dumping it in.
Second highest. Oh, there's a shot that almost went in by Allen on a bicycle. They'd have blown the roof off this place if that had gone in.
Spectacular, but Salas right there to make the save.
The other way, Monterrey coming out firing.
Looks like both teams going for it here. Nobody looking to hold back at this point.
Cian Allen for the hot shot off the glass. Dougherty fighting for it. And Harley. Well, and you got to figure that things are going to be a little physical here, Glenn, because no official wants to make a call that could cost the team a game on a power play situation. The crowd tonight, 14,553, second largest in the history of the league. And it has been a wild one, and not what you would normally think of a game like this, but we've had just periods of packed action and then just An excruciating fourth period where no one could score. Previous best crowd was between Dallas and Las Vegas 2 years ago. Here's Monterrey with a shot and a goal! And LaRaZa wins the championship. LaRaZa wins the championship. Oh, mama. When you called it, it would happen early, and it did. Monterrey back-to-back title. Eric Dyer and his crew celebrating. Monterrey 6-5, CISL champions 96. And their contingent of fans loving every moment of it.
Boy, reminiscent of last year, LaRaZa celebrating, and they came with a vengeance tonight. They said that they were going to try and do it in 2, and they pulled it off in overtime here.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about one hand for your record-setting 1996 Houston Hotshots?
Monterrey celebrating and will put on the title shirt. Meanwhile, this huge crowd here, a Houston record, giving their club a hand as well as polite applause for LaRaZa. CISL champions back-to-back. First time it's occurred in this league. And Monterrey trailed briefly in the game. Came back to tie it up on Flores' goal at 4:21 into the third period. Scoreless the rest of the way through the fourth, and 1:16 into the overtime. LaRaZa comes up with a game winner, 6-5. We're back to talk about it in a moment.
Murphy. Can you hear me all right? Okay, we're here. How's the hair look? Do I've got to move my hairpiece anywhere? Okay, is it Audrey Lopez de Castro who scored the winning goal? Okay, Brazilian. Which is the, well, hey. Does he speak English?
No, translate. Just translate for it.
Are you Audrey Lopez de Castro?
This is Andre.
Okay.
Search your guns up.
Who's this?
Francisco de la Garza.
What's your name again?
Francisco de la Garza.
You're Francisco de la Garza. This is Audrey Lopez. Okay. We got Francisco Lopez to my right. No, Francisco de la Garza to my right, and Audrey Lopez to his right. Audrey Lopez is the man who scored the winning goal here tonight. Congratulations. Buena suerte.
Okay. You've been a great audience tonight. The Hotshots
De La Garza.
are coming out.
Monterrey 6, Houston 5, and the CISL champs again. Monterrey, LaRaZa, Audrey Lopez de Castro, the game winner, his second goal of the night, his third of the playoffs, and this one, the big one. Monterrey wins at 6-5. Let's go down to Glenn Davis with the happy champs.
Well, Monterrey LaRaZa has done it again. They've won the title 2 years in a row, Bill. To my right, I have Francisco de la Garza. He's going to be my interpreter here with Audrey Lopez from Brazil, who scored that dramatic game-winning goal here in overtime. You guys had talked about winning this tournament, this league in 2 games. You've done it. Tell us a little bit about how you're feeling right now.
Well, what we feel about this is that we want to prove all the United States teams that we play in the big field. We can make it a good game, you know, or game to touch the ball and score.
Now let's ask your mate there, Andre Lopez from Brazil. What's it feel like to have scored this winning goal in this huge game in front of 14,000 people?
¿Cómo te sientes por haber anotado este gol por 14,000 gentes y el gol del campeonato?
A ver, que estoy muy contento.
He's very happy.
Es mi primera temporada en LaRaZa. Me siento como un presente de Dios para nosotros.
He said he's very glad and very happy because this is his first year in LaRaZa, and he said it's a present for God, for us, for the Mexican, and for all the people.
Congratulations, guys. We appreciate you being here. Go enjoy the celebration. Buena suerte.
Thank you very much.
Back to you, Bill, from some happy LaRaZa players.
Well, Eric Geyer, the head coach of LaRaZa, had said beforehand that what a feat it would be in the 400th year of the city of Monterrey if indeed LaRaZa could get a back-to-back championship. And that man has guided his team to back-to-back titles here in the CISL. And it was banner night here tonight. Well, LaRaZa fans took advantage of it, and they are correct. Not this year Hotshots, although an incredible year for Houston as well. We'll take a brief break. CISL champs 96, Monterrey LaRaZa.
Yes. Where is the commission? I'm looking for him, and I don't see him. He should be down here.
Are they going to present the trophy here?
Should I try and get Geyer first? He's right here. I got Eric.
Monterrey LaRaZa still celebrating on the field here at the Summit. An exciting sudden death overtime victory. And Monterrey winning it 6-5 and winning the series 2-0 and going through winning 6 of 7 to get their back-to-back titles. Let's go down now to Glenn Davis with a happy coach.
Well, here I am with Eric Geyer, and they predicted it. They wanted to take it in 2. Eric, how's it feel to be champions again for the second year in a row, Monterrey LaRaZa?
I want to say that I'm very proud of these boys because what they have accomplished today, that they won the championship here in the hometown of the Hotshots, and they won it in 2 games. I think that shows the character and the discipline, and they followed instruction all game long, specific in the second half. They never went down, even at the end where it was very, very hard against them, and they kept the poise, and I'm proud of them. That's all what I can say. They deserve, in my opinion, to be the champion this year.
You know, it was incredible how Monterrey's players, I mean, emotionally, they didn't waver. They didn't go up and down. They stayed so solid. They stayed in this game. They pulled it out in overtime. And the mental side of it, Eric, just to me, I was astounded how mentally strong your players were tonight.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Because that's something what they learned over the years, what most of Mexican players don't have. And they learned that if they have that, they have unbelievable talent and skills that they can win. And if they combine this any given time and every day, they're going to be super. And it counts the same for outdoor as it counts for indoor. Mexicans have a great talent, and they proved that today.
One of your players commented that they really wanted to prove that they could win this championship on the large surface. I mean, we know all year long you've won on the large surface. So was that a driving point as to being successful here tonight in the Summit?
Well, I tell you, we had on the internet a lot of accusation against the LaRaZa team that they only can win at home. I used it, and I have to say to the fans in the United States, thank you very much for that, because I used it as an emotional thing and a motivational thing to prove a point that we are not only winning at home, we are winning and we are the champion on the road at home. We have the best road record for 2 years, and that's it. And right now I want to say hi to my girlfriend Linda in San Diego. Hi, sweetheart.
Well, we've heard it from Eric Geyer. Now I got one last question for you, Eric. Can you give me a big smile here? I want to see that stoic expression go away here for one moment as you're the defending champion. Thanks for visiting.
Thank you very much, and love you all. See you next season. Goodbye.
Back to you, Bill.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got a right to smile from ear to ear as Monterrey parading around the field, LaRaZa with a 6-5 overtime victory. And he's so right, You got to win on the road, and they did it throughout the year with the best road record in the league. They did it in the playoffs as they sweep Houston. They also swept Dallas, the neighbors to the north of the Hotshots, in the semifinals. Only Detroit got a win in the playoffs against Monterrey. We're back with more from the Summit after a brief timeout.
Are they going to do the trophy presentation in the locker room? That's what Mike Aguccione said. I'll drag him into their locker room. Okay, you want to wait here for a minute? Well, I'm going to just unhook myself and let them take everything in there. Okay.
Watch me, please. Excuse me. Excuse me, please. It's going to be in the